Welcome back. So I had a bit of a rethink. I thought I was going to try and connect different wires and stuff before I pulled the engine all the way back and fixed it on the two lower mounting points. My reasoning was that at the moment the engine is kind of tilted forward like that, so that would give me some more wiggle room to try and fix stuff that needs fixing before I pull the engine back. However, I've decided not to do that because there is just too many different things that needs fitting, and I do have a workshop manual, so I'm going to do everything in the correct order according to the workshop manual. So I'm going to work my way backwards. So the next step is then to just fix up the engine on the two lower mounting points. The one exception I have is this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's this is the RPM unit, or I don't know what you call it, sender. It shows you what the RPM are. Because it's such a narrow fit once the engine is in there, I've decided to fix that one, and only that. So it's this. Oh, that is a bit cramped in here. There you go. It's this pin sticking up. Would like to mention though that one is kind of, it can go, you can pull it out, pull it up, like a centimeter or two, and then it's not in the correct position. So you need to be really sure that it's all the way down, the pin. It should be like stuck. When you try to spin it, you shouldn't be able to with your fingers. If you can move it like clockwise or anti-clockwise, then it's not all the way down. So what I would like to do is just ensure that it's all the way down, and then take this this is probably very difficult to see. Maybe I can enlarge or zoom in. There we go, that was better. So you see, this is the pin I'm talking about. You shouldn't be able to spin it. And you take this. Oh, sorry, I can't do this with just one hand, so I have to pause. So I've made this up, and yeah, exactly as I suspected. It was a heck of a lot easier to make this one while you have the engine not all the way in, because as you can see, there's the hole for the swinging arm. So I've kind of tilted the engine forward quite a bit, and then you can easily fit in your key to make this one. And so now I've changed my mind once more when it comes to attaching leads and stuff, because I just realized that this I think is the oil pressure sensor. It goes into that hole over there. So we are at, this is the driving pinion. This is the starter motor. No, this is not the starter motor. This is where the oil filter is, I think. I might be wrong. And you have the hole there where the oil pressure sensor is going into. So I'm gonna attach that one as well before I flip in the engine. Yeah, then I need to start doing all the other leads and stuff. So just one thing regarding the attachment points, the lower attachment points. Let me see if I can get some more light. Here you have, this is like there's one even lower down there, and this is like the middle one. This one is a bit special because this is the frame, this is like the fork. These two needs to be tight. So you see you have like a bolt here which is moving on the inside. It's going through the frame. So what I need to do when I make up this one is to put the bolt from the other side all the way through, and then I need to screw this until the inside of this bolt, or whatever you should call it, until it touches the swinging arm. And once it makes contact with the swinging arm, you make another quarter turn according to the workshop manual. So but I'm going to get back to that once I start attaching those two points on the engine. So having done up the oil pressure sensor, and there is like the sender unit, I guess you call it, that you need to screw in to the hole, and then there's like the lead which you need to fit on a contact, and of course the rubber, protective rubber. So having done that one up and also done up the chain on the drive shaft sprocket, I am now going to start with the lower mounting point, which is over there, underneath the engine at the back end. So just one learning again, as you may recall from earlier on in the video, or if it was the video before that, I was talking a bit about this sleeve that goes on the inside of the needle bearings, that goes inside of the swinging arm. So I'm talking about, let's see if I can zoom in, I'm talking about this sleeve over here. You may recall that I mentioned that you could slide it in and out. So if you slide it all the way in, that's how it should be, otherwise you cannot fit the engine in. But before you slide it all the way in, you need to have this nylon bushing in. Like, oh man, this is difficult. So it needs to go on the opposite side, like down here, between the frame and the swinging arm. So ensure that you first have this pulled out a bit so you can fit it down here, otherwise it won't go in. Ask me how I know. One other thing as well, on the lowering or on the lowest of the low of the attachment points, you need to put a pin in which goes just underneath this the brake pedal, the foot brake pedal. This is the one. It won't pass because the brake pedal will be in the way. So what you need to do is you need to go on the adjuster screw here for the brake pedal and do it all the way in. That will make the brake pedal go up, and then you can fit this pin in. Right, so here we are with finally making the engine snug. So you have 1, 2 and 3 pins. This one, the other ones is done up almost all the way. I haven't really torqued them, but so for this middle one, you do it sort of finger tight, maybe a bit more, and then we have this specific adjusting thing which I showed before, where you screw this in until it kind of hits the swing arm. Or maybe there. Once you hit that spot, you just do it like up a quarter turn. So like maybe something like that. And washer. Really weird looking crown, I think it's called crown. Not, I suppose, which you would need a like a specific tool for, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to use a screwdriver and a hammer, going gently. So I'm going to torque this up, this one on top, this one and the bottom one. Torque settings, according to the workshop manual, this is 100 Newton meters. I mean the pin from the other side, 100 Newton. Sod that, I would say. I've found the workshop manual to be a bit, well, it doesn't really feel up to scratch all the time. So 100 Newton, I won't do that, but I'll just use my feel, and I'm also using thread lock as well to be ensured that it won't vibrate loose again. So yeah, this is the engine fixed to the bike, and so next time I will start working on the cradle going under the engine.